I love when a married couple works together, and this is my favorite examples. Corinna Bechko has written for almost every major company, series like Savage She-Hulk, Aliens, Vampirella, Once Upon a Time, Court of the Dead, The Chronicles of the Underworld. Gabriel Hardman, Betrayal of Planet of the Apes. He is a motion picture illustrator who's worked on such films.
Inception, Interstellar,
X2,
and
Spider-Man,
Logan, which came out yesterday.
Superman. I was going to say Logan. You beat
Well,
me to
I
it.
stepped on it. I'm sorry.
No,
if
it's
you'd been
good.
more prepared with your thing, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, you know, we were up late last night, and of course they both work on the Hugo-nominated book Invisible Republic, which I freaking love.
Oh, awesome! That's great to hear. Thank you.
That is, I had to laugh. Well, true story. We were up late last night getting all this together, and I'd woken up yesterday at 4 o'clock Eastern time on the 23rd hour. Like, you need to go to bed, and I have issue 25. I'm like, I'm going to read issue 25,
Yeah, right.
and so fell asleep with it on the bed while I was trying to read it. So, welcome, guys.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for being here. Right off that, where did Invisible Republic come from?
It was sort of a long generating project for us. I mean, it was something that we had wanted to do for many years before we actually got the chance to, and it was something that we were looking for places to that it would fit. I mean, the initial kernel of it was actually this 17th century rebellion folk song thing called the Recruiting Soldier, Arthur McBride. It's like a song that's been passed down and reinterpreted many times over the years, and it's about some soldiers who confront some people on a beach, and the people on the beach refuse to be recruited in
just war.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And
it's
so
sort of an evergreen concept that you can take these folk songs and apply them to any situation. They always are new, even though they're always familiar. So
Right.
We thought we would take that out of the realm of the folk song and put it into the realm of
science fiction, and
It works so well. It really does.
Yeah, and I mean, it was always a thing where we had to, we'd certainly had dealings with other companies before that, but Image was the one where we knew that we would be able to tell the story that we wanted to tell.
And so, how does it work with you two working together on the book? What's your process for that?
We discuss it a lot with what will happen in various arcs, and then we sit down, and we don't usually, if it's just us working on a book, we don't write a full script anymore. We used to, but now since you're drawing, when we're writing together for that sort of thing, a lot of the writing comes out in the
It's
images.
so organic because we live together, and basically, if Corinna is working upstairs and I'm working in my studio downstairs, if I'm working on it, if some other idea comes up, I just walk upstairs. We talk about it again. And so we're constantly working the book. It's not, it doesn't have the kind of artificial, assembly line quality that comics, have had to have for years just because of people being in different locations and all that sort of stuff.
You both sound so calm when you say, you're both like, yeah, we just do this. And I've been married 3 times, and I can tell you, all those conversations about even just doing something like who makes the dinner correctly doesn't work out right.
But that's the hard stuff. That's the stuff we get in fights about. Like the parts where we're the story is something we almost never. That's true.
Then we discuss the book during.
Right, but we almost never. Boundaries. Right, we should be not doing that. But the book is the place where we're both on the same side. We're trying to make this thing, and we're not really fighting so much about the content of the book. We're just working hard to make it something.
Right. Now you both worked on like Star Wars and Planet of the Apes, and those are tonally so different. Yet it almost seems like you could, it almost seems like you could take those and mix it into Invisible Republic. Did you find that happening?
Well, I think it's the other way around. It's that Invisible Republic and this kind of political sci-fi story is something we wanted to do for so long that when we got the opportunity to do something particularly the Planet of the Apes books, we were yes, they're talking apes, but on the other hand, it really just is about the politics of their society, and that was absolutely what that book was about for us, and we loved doing it. So You know, it's
Yeah,
not
that's a great
just
example.
dressing it up in ape masks doesn't really mean that much in the scheme of like the kind of story that we're telling.
Right. Because when I read a book like this, because the storytelling is grand and it's sweeping, but it takes its time. And
Yeah.
you're allowed to really enjoy what's happening.
Yeah.
And I see something like this, and one of the back of my head goes, TV series. And I think, is that something that could be an AMC or
Yeah. I mean, it certainly could, and I've certainly had plenty of meetings with these people.
Yeah.
But but like it's but at the same time, it is also the priority for us is the book, and the priority for us is, I mean, it is not about creating some sort of material, a property that
Right.
that we're it's not about that. It's not
Right.
about that. It is about making the book. We make comics, and we're only interested in making a thing that is a great comic. And if we can work out a deal to make a television show or whatever else out of one of them, great. But the comic is the thing.
That's,
You know?
Mostly
That's-
only interested in that because it would allow us to make more comics that we
Yeah,
want to
I
make.
know. I mean, really, all of that. I've worked so much in movies and stuff, and I'm probably more skeptical of this stuff than other people
All
are
right,
because of that,
okay.
right? And so
Yeah.
it's really about for us. A television series is not something we're creatively going to be in charge of. We're most interested in the things that we're creatively in charge of, and a comic is something that we are 100% responsible for the creativity, the creative part of that, and that's
Aside
what.
from our colorist is Jordan Boyd, I should probably
Okay.
say
Yes. I mean, but
Not to take anything away from him.
I mean, it's a collaboration, but it's a collaboration between like 4 people. Not,
Yes.
it's not.
there's no notes coming down from a student
No.
saying, hey, you need to change this or anything.
And really anything like that would not be under our control at all.
Right, and this is you have total control.
Yeah.
And
Which is very appealing. There's very few places you can get that.
Where can you do that?
Yeah.
No place.
Here.
Comics.
Comics.
here, that's it. And it's the most at the base. It's the truest form of art you can do, and just it's yours.
Yeah.
And the
It's
image,
just very
and-
direct,
And,
yeah.
the image has been really good about saying whatever you want to do.
Image is
Absolutely,
that's
they're-
what Image does. I mean, like they're all about
Occasionally
letting
they'll say
you.
there's a typo here. That's about
Yeah,
it.
they do have a
Damn
copy.
them, why?
Yeah.
Well, how dare they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but no, I mean, but that also makes it an enormous amount of work. I mean, because we're doing everything and sending the book finished to them. So, it's so it can doing a monthly book like that can get pretty punishing. I mean, if you're doing a book at a company, there's at a company that doesn't give you all of the rights and all the control. There's editors and there's
You
production
pass off
people and there's all of that stuff. And
Yeah,
so. It's daunting, but there's something really satisfying about crafting the entire book and sending it off too, though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like tell me more. Real quick, Corinna, you are working on Angel season
11.
11,
Yeah.
which is now it's a different whole universe, but then you have all those fans that are Buffy and Angel fans who.
Oh yeah.
Yes. How do you stay true to that audience with that book and those characters?
Well, my philosophy usually when working on anything that's not my own property is I just try to make it feel as much like that world as possible. I feel like it's good to make something original in that world, but you need to keep it very grounded in what's already there.
Mm-hmm.
So, succeed or fail, that's always my highest goal. So I try not to get caught up in reading what specific people want, but I immerse myself in, like I read all of the comics before, I reread, like, gosh, there were boxes of them, there were so
Yeah,
many.
it was
Watched
amazing.
all of the, yeah.
I didn't read them, but I was shocked by the size
Well,
of the stack.
my editor said, do you want the material to read beforehand? And, we have all of these different things, and I was like, yeah, because I read sporadically before, but I wanted to read them all in order before I started writing. And so we got a box in the mail. It was like...
It was unbelievable. I'd never
it
even
was
seen that
huge.
many trades.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. But it's a very cohesive universe, and that makes it's like something like, Green Lantern's backstory or a lot of superhero backstories that are so long, and they span different eras, and they've gone through different stuff, and it can be very challenging to learn every bit of that.
Right.
Angel, it's very cohesive. There's not been a reboot exactly.
Yeah.
And so you can actually learn that and immerse yourself and learn the characters. So that's what I tried to do. Instead of reading about what people wanted to see, I learned about the character himself. So.
That's very cool. Any spoilers on what's coming up? Any little teasers?
This year worth of it is all about traveling through time. I love time travel, so I was very happy that was a thing that they wanted to do. So we'll be seeing some different parts of his past and
Nice.
some other, maybe some old friends that haven't appeared lately.
Okay, all right. And it's interesting you say they sent you all these books, all these trades with the history, and with Invisible Republic, you are creating the history.
Yeah.
For if you ever decide to turn the book over, and I'm saying
Yeah.
don't.
That never, it's never gonna happen.
No
It's
worries.
actually, it was actually issue 15 that just came out, and it's
15
third.
is-
It's yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's that Image 25 anniversary
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
bottom that makes you think it's
It
issue
was
25. Trust me.
23
Like,
hours open.
but no. So it's so it's 30 issues long, and that's the arc of it. That's what it's going to be, and that'll be the end. So
Wow.
yeah.
And
So
after-
we have 15 more issues. We have 3 more arcs of it.
Wow,
after this.
okay, and after that, anything together?
Well, we got other stuff. We're taking a break from Invisible Republic until it'll come back in the fall. We're doing a freelance project that hasn't been announced yet, and
Okay.
so we can't talk about it.
All
But,
right.
Should be
and
announced soon, I think.
yeah, and also I just a quick plug for my book,
Please do.
my one shot, The Belfry from Image, that
read The
horror
Belfry.
book that just came out a week ago. And
Fantastic.
and people I've been getting a lot. It's sold well, and the response has been amazing. So for a weird one shot that everybody told me I shouldn't do, it's done very well.
I gotta tell you, because I read that, I was like, oh, that was it. But
Yeah.
it's this love letter to the old horror
Yeah, yeah,
comics that
yeah,
I remember growing
yeah.
up. It was absolutely fantastic.
No one actually told me I shouldn't do it. I was just
Gabriel and Corinna, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
This went quick.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh!
right,
Thank you for
thanks
being
a lot.
here. I do appreciate you
Thank you
showing
so
up. Continued success to both of you. And,
Thanks a lot.
and I'm loving Invisible Republic.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
us here.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thanks.